If you settle your medical malpractice case or your accident case, is that taxable? Would you like to learn the answer? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. A lot of people think that if they go forward with a lawsuit and they are successful, whether a jury gives them money as compensation or whether or not they get money from a settlement, they think that that money is taxable. Well, here's the reality. Money that you received as compensation for the harms and losses you suffered because of somebody else's carelessness is not taxable. The pain and suffering that you endured, if that settlement goes towards your pain and suffering, now that is not taxable. You want to know why? Because that is not earned income. It is not as if you had to work for that money. Instead, you suffered these injuries because of somebody else's carelessness, and now our system of justice says, hey, you are required to be repaid. The wrongdoer has a debt now to society and importantly to you, to repay you the money that they owe to you. And as part of that compensation, the law looks at it and says, wait a second, we are not going to tax that money. Why? Because it is not as if you worked at it for an entire year and now you earn that money. Instead, it is simply a method of you being compensated for the harms and losses that you suffered because of somebody else's carelessness. And it doesn't matter whether it's a doctor, a hospital, or a company, or somebody, or a careless driver. It could be anybody. In very limited instances, part of your verdict or part of your settlement might be taxable. But for the most part, pain and suffering, that is absolutely not taxable, which means that it's tax-free. Now, this is really important to remember. Once you take your money and now invest it, and that goes ahead and generates interest for you, that money is taxable. So keep that in mind, because the mere fact that you obtain the money, that itself is not taxable. But now when you invest it and that goes ahead and generates interest, it generates a return on your investment, that money is taxable. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on here in the litigation process in the state of New York. You know, I realize you probably have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do, as always, is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. This is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, @oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.